Hey, good day, everyone. This is Tavon and
Hey, hey,
Dominic back at it
back
again
for
with
another
another
one.
episode of
Yeah.
Just Everyday Things.
Yep,
This is
yep.
a special late night edition
Sometimes you
episode.
gotta burn night light oil. What is it? Night light oil or something. What do they call that? I forgot that thing.
Yeah,
The night
so
oil or
some
something, right? Or something like that.
some burning the midnight oil.
Burning the midnight oil. There you go. There we
Burning the
go.
midnight oil. Yeah, so just as everyone knows, like throughout the week, schedules get crazy, so we wanted to make sure that we got an episode in here. In case you missed it tonight, you can check it out first thing Sunday morning when you wake up. It'll be sitting there waiting for you, and hopefully get your Sunday off to a good start. Yeah. So how have you been this week, brother Don?
Brother, it's been a week. It's been a week. We got some interesting topics, but it's definitely been a week, man. Stuff doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Work is work. Blessed to have a job, but you know what I mean. Is what it is. I guess we can get talking
Yeah.
about some of those topics, especially like I'm pretty sure we're gonna bring up one of them is gas prices. Yeah,
Ooh, actually, that's a good segue right there into the
we should just kick that off
into
right
the
now,
first one.
right? We just go kick
Yeah,
it.
yeah, we could start off right there with that. So one of the things we actually kind of brought up before was electric vehicles. I think we brought it up around the Super Bowl time,
Hmm.
like with the number of ads that they had during the Super Bowl and centered around EVs or electrical vehicles. And one of the things that I heard or that I've seen, which actually this was a concept. I don't know if you remember, but it was a concept car back in 2020 that Sony had actually came out with their own like a own electric car back in 2020. And actually, I'll throw up a image of what I guess they envisioned the car to actually look like back during that time. So this was their original concept car that they
Okay.
came out with, and yeah, actually, it looked pretty good. And then
Yeah, that's a lot of screens, bro.
there's a lot of
Jesus, that's a
screens in
lot of
there though.
screens.
Yeah, so hopefully they're shatterproof just in case, if there was any front end kind of collisions or anything like that. But one of
Yeah,
the
I mean,
cool things
where's the
they had,
airbag gonna come out at?
yeah, yeah. Well, hopefully it comes out of the steering wheel, but just behind that
Oh, it's
is,
passenger
just
side. Like,
another screen.
what a
Oh,
passenger
and passenger
side.
side.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
yeah. Well, so I guess they just better buckle up, Buttercup, because you're on the ride at that point. But that was a really cool concept car that they had at the time. But they actually after this whole they released this particular image within like 6 months they actually scrapped it and like like it and just never revisited it again. But until now, we might actually get some version of this car
Okay.
because Sony is actually partnering up with Honda
Oh,
to release a new electrical vehicle. So I guess it would be a Honda branded vehicle, where Honda's. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it'd be Honda parts or if it'd be a Sony logo with Honda parts inside, or if it would be
okay.
Honda, like kind of like driving the driving force behind it, and Sony is there, like like with a lot of their technical aspects of the car. So yeah, with gas prices going up, and more people are starting to come to the market, it's actually opening up the conversation to these cars being more reachable within people's reach now at this point. So it won't be just one major player
Right.
out there,
Tesla.
like Tesla. Yeah. so
I guess we.
uh, and, and so this is actually slated for it. I believe 2025 is what they have. So they'll begin production in
Wow.
2025. Well, 2024 and start selling in 2025. So
Okay.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
right, bro.
So
I
so
mean,
what do you think
you're
about
right,
that?
bro. Like, yeah. I mean, it's. I feel like these next couple years, man. Like I said, we already know about the Silverado. Remember that thing's gonna be dropping in 2024, summer of
Yeah,
2024. So I mean, you think about it, man. Like the next 5, 10 years, man. We going. It's gonna be battery central, bro. Like everybody's going to be on electric vehicles at this point. And
Yeah,
the only problem is like, obviously in the state that we're in right now, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how many people can afford these vehicles if they're not coming out at an affordable price. You know what I mean? But it's crazy because, like you said,
exactly.
like it's tough, man. Because like everybody wants to get electric vehicle, but like you said, man, when you looking at a
Yeah,
sticker price tag at around like 50, 60, $70,000, you know what I mean? Starting going into it, man, that's a lot. That's a lot to swallow.
yeah,
you
yeah,
gotta put that in there. But
yeah,
anyway, but yeah, it's just like
yeah,
it's just crazy because I was so a good one of my my friends, he actually just got a Model 3, right? So he got a Model
yeah.
3 probably like a year ago, right? It was probably like a year ago.
Hmm.
And the Model 3s were supposed to start at like I think it was like 29 or 39 or something
Oh
like that,
wow.
like almost $40,000. Yeah, but like
Uh-huh.
when you put like the slightest features in there, man, that thing he walked out of the dealership spending like 50 G's. Like you know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah,
these entry level cars they say starting at this type of thing. By the time you start adding small features in there and adding a rim color or adding in some other type of they even charge you for paint. Like you know what I mean? So it's like
yeah,
no shots at
yeah,
Tesla. I'm just saying like it's just this is the world that we're living into now that where things are getting so petty that they're charging you for the paint color. Like you know what I mean? Like well, this is popular. Like
yeah.
charge $2,000-$3,000 for that. Like well, you know what I mean?
More, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you know what I
And
mean?
and that
But yeah.
and I guess that's why that rap industry is kind of like taking off now. Because I didn't realize that really up until a few days ago, where even Tesla they only have like I guess select colors that you can even choose from,
Yeah,
and so
yeah,
that's
it's
why
only like
like
four or
like
five
a lot of
colors.
people rap Teslas.
Yeah. Is it white, blue, red, black, maybe a gray or something like that?
Yeah,
They have like, some basic colors. You won't see a purple Tesla from production, like you know what I mean, or anything
yeah,
like that. So, I mean, you can respect them on it, because that's where they stand at, but at the same time, I mean,
yeah,
paying a lot of money, they should have the option to put any color that they want, you know what I mean? Even Ferrari, Lamborghini, they will literally custom paint any car that you want because you're spending your money on it. But
it's been yeah, yeah,
it
yeah,
it is what it is. You spending half $250,000 for a car, so I mean, you should.
yeah. But yeah, no, but definitely with Tesla, not Tesla, with Sony and Honda, like with this joint venture and then hopefully they'll be able to capitalize, like you said, on this market and be able to either come up with some cars that are in reach. Hopefully, cars are not going the way of like like gas at this point where they just constantly go up and like your car payment.
Right.
If you want any car at this point, like like you're going to be spending at least $1,000 a month for
A month, right? Yeah.
a new car payment. That's not even an electric car. That's almost any car at this point.
Yeah.
It's like the whole industry is just changed, and hopefully at some point it'll kind of stabilize, and one of
Let's hope,
these
man.
mythical chips will start start getting placed in cars, and then they can start rolling off the factory lines again.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, I'm with you on it,
But
man. Like I said,
yeah,
'cause
so, so
I had a big sticker, not a sticker, a big shock when I went to the gas pump the other day. You know what I mean? Because I still have a gasoline car, and I have to put premium gas in my car, man.
yeah,
So I put premium gas in there, man. And I've never been a person, and not trying to show off at all. Like I just never really. I always knew I needed to get gas, so I just got gas. Like it didn't really matter. Like I knew I had to pay a price,
yeah,
and I knew I always stayed between a certain range of like. Yeah, 40 some dollars, from off E or 46, 50
hmm,
at max, from off E. I went in there, man, and like looked down at that what's the name? It was like $4.50. I was like, wow, like you serious? Like $4.50 a gallon?
yeah,
Like what happened? That just happened like literally like overnight. Like it was crazy. So
yes,
and it's like, dang man, it's
yeah,
like, I was looking at like I said, my buddy that got the Tesla a year ago. He literally, man, I was like, man, he made a smart move. So like I said.
yeah,
So yeah, it's just
yeah,
crazy. You got to either be ahead of the game or, like I said, got to, I don't know, you got to think ahead, right? So
yeah,
just never seen this
yeah. So yeah,
foreseen this happening. You know what I mean? So
yeah. I don't think anybody did as far as when it comes to like the gas price and stuff like how it is now. So none of us
right,
saw 3.99 or like I think I just told you today was 3.99 like in my area for a regular, and
for
I didn't even
regular.
look at, but I couldn't even. It was, and once I saw that, everything was kind of like blurry on the screen to me, so I didn't even see what the other prices were to tell you if they're higher or not. So, but yeah, man,
Yeah, I saw
it's crazy. So
diesels up there
hopefully,
too, and I'm like, bro, for real, like diesel, like you know what I mean, like it's crazy, man.
yeah. Wait,
It's
yep,
like
the
yeah,
diesel's been going up for a while. Yeah, it's
yeah,
just across the
yeah,
board,
that's
man.
crazy.
Just across the board.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Man, that's crazy.
yeah, so that's what I had on that one. But yeah,
Okay,
so
well, I got
I know
something,
you had
man.
some
You know,
interesting.
because
I know you had
yeah,
an
bro,
interesting one
you know,
there.
it's not. Well, I
Oh,
actually got two interesting ones, but one of them, man, let's talk about it because you know it's about to be mosquito season, brother. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if you prepared yet, but you know, mosquito season is coming. So, and then living
yeah,
down here in the Carolinas, what they were saying basically, they basically say the mosquitoes is the state bird down here. So it's just like there's
yeah,
so many mosquitoes down here that it's the state bird. It's considered the state bird. But anyway, so Thermacell, right? Thermacell is unveiling a new smart mosquito repellent thing. So it's like it's a basically it's a system that basically you can actually tie into your smart devices. So you can tie it into Alexa or Google Home, or you know, I'm not sure if they have the Home Kit yet for you know like for Apple
for
devices and
Apple.
stuff like that. But yeah, but basically this thing is supposed to give you 20 feet of coverage over like your you know wherever you actually have the device, but you can control it from an app. So you can go ahead and trigger it and like you know say, hey, turn on this so if you put it out backside, back, or on your porch, patio, whatever you want to do, you know, it'll span 20 feet and give you 20 feet of coverage
Yeah,
and repelling mosquitoes and stuff like that. Oh yeah, that's it right there. So, what is interesting about it, like I said, is the fact that you can control these things. You can also link up to 4 or 5 of these devices into like tied together in one of the hubs that they actually are going to sell as well and
hmm,
it's this whole package right now is looking around. I think for the initial one is probably like $700. So I'm like you try to do the math
yeah,
like if you have a big mosquito issue where you live at or something, like you try to do the math, you're like, all right, look, I could either pay a service or I can go ahead and get like a $8 bottle of some type of repellent or spray, the ones you can attach to your water hose or something like that, and figure something out. Because I don't know,
hmm,
$700 is a lot of money. Now they are saying with the initial
yeah.
package, the initial repellent that's in it is supposed to last one whole season. So it'll probably last the whole summer season or something like that. And a
Okay,
replacement one is about $150. So I don't know. I wanted to bring that up because I thought it was interesting, and it's like everything is getting into the smart world, which is cool. But at the same time, it's like I think people are just taking advantage of that now, and they be like, oh, I'm just going to just add. What can I make smart? Let's just make.
yeah,
I mean, does this really need to be smart? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just
exactly.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah,
Like, I don't know if this necessarily I really need a smart mosquito
uh,
repellent thing.
uh,
I'm not saying it's not
yeah,
cool, but I'm just saying,
yeah.
$700 is a strong price point to
It's
come in at
that's
with
yeah,
$150
that's
for refill
yeah,
pods.
yeah, and then also you also once you buy into that, it's much. It's just like buying into any. This is a new product, so when
Yeah,
you're dealing with new products like this, you're reliant on that company staying in business because if they go once they go out of business and no one else is making these pods, then you're kind of just stuck there as a
yeah,
consumer,
yeah, exactly. Stuck there.
or we're stuck there while they can like they can ride off into the sunset with the $700 that we just gave to them. But
Right.
but I think
I mean,
like if it works, like that'll be the big key to because like I'm watching a person they're placing this one like like in the ground, and so like I'm
mhm.
wondering is it like a mist or uh like is it
it's,
something
it's it's supposed to be
that
like an
seeps
invisible
into the
thing, cause
soil
yeah,
and kills them?
yeah, no, 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 no. So for what it's supposed to be this like invisible. I'm not gonna say a mist, but it's supposed to be like almost like a invisible barrier that can go up around it, like you know what I mean, and it, like lets off.
Hmm.
I didn't even read too much into it because I know Thermacell's been out for a while, bro. Like I mean, a long
Okay.
time. So I'm not worried about them going out of business per se. I'm more just concerned about this price thing because they do sell something that does a similar thing. You just have to turn it on manually, and that was only like I think
Okay.
that might be $100. So you know what I mean? It's kind of a similar system, still give you the same coverage and
Okay.
everything like that. You know what I mean? And I'm actually thinking about that. So if I do get that as an option, for not this one, but if I do get the other one, the lower
Yeah.
end one, I'll definitely let you know how it is, and let you, see what the results is, and we can talk about that again on here, and I'll let you guys know, if I like it. But if any of you guys in the, if any of you guys already have this repellent
Yeah.
or are trying to get it, please leave that in the comments because I want to know how it works and if it
Yes.
is really worth it. Because $700 is a lot of money, like for one particular device. You know what I mean? Like I'm a big
Yeah.
smart device person. I know you are as well, but as like I said, we pick and choose certain things. You're like,
Is it? Yeah.
mosquito
Yeah.
repellent device for
Yeah.
$700. I don't know. Yeah, like, I don't know.
Yeah, just like you said, yeah, yeah. If anybody have that, definitely you can pause the video right here. Just sound off in the comments and let us know, and then
Please do.
and we could definitely
Please
have a
do.
conversation about that because we're interested in if anyone has this or if you anticipate on getting it. Like, why would you get it? And so I know if this actually would come in handy, like given where I live, like we have mosquitoes and some other small bugs. I think I read somewhere on here that this also would cover other small kind of insects as well, where I guess whatever that repellent is would also keep other small insects away as well. But I think this would definitely it would be good if it works. If it works the way that it
Yeah.
says it does, then like bring that 700 down to I don't know maybe 300 or something, and then you can keep that $150 price tag for the pods if you only have to use it for one season. But I think you want to get this in more hands, or if you want to send it out to us, hey,
Yeah,
with a Thermacell,
open the
we're here.
We're reviewing. We're reviewing. Don't know how many of those pods I'll be replying, but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm just joking.
knows,
But anyway, but yeah,
maybe they have a Black
man.
Friday sale.
Yeah, maybe, right? Like you said, like you said that. Like you said, if you're going to be nickel, I'm not saying nickel and diming. I don't want to use that word, right? But you're going to consistently get $150 from people every season, maybe twice a season, depending on where you're at, right? Like if you're in southern states, you might buy two of those, 2 a year. Like, you know what I mean? That's $300.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? Like that's so on top of paying $700 the initial fee and then $300 for 2 seasons. You know what I mean? That's $1,000 that you already paid in almost 1 year. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I mean,
yeah. You have to have a pretty bad mosquito problem to spend that.
You know what I mean? Exactly. But yeah, I mean, they need to put a price. They need to put a guarantee in there. Like, if you get bit by a mosquito within this bubble of this
By
20 feet, then
a mosquito.
A mosquito. We're going to give you a replacement repellent thing for free or something like that. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. So hopefully, yeah. So we'll see. Hopefully this summer somebody out there in the comment section will have it and they can let us know how it is. Cause
yeah, for sure.
I'm not getting it this year, and so.
I just wanted to bring to the attention somebody might get it. So it's like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just let us know. Let us know what y'all think about it.
Right.
Yeah.
What else you got, man?
So I have a question for you. Mm-hmm. Would you like? I know a lot of us have subscribed to the whole Netflix and streaming service over the years. Like we were on Netflix back when there was DVDs being sent to us in the mail back in the day. So we've been here for a while. And I know you have Disney Plus also. And one of the things we talked about before was Netflix and Amazon raising their prices. Like this coming, actually, Netflix already had their price increase. Amazon is like later in the year. But Disney is actually trying to do the opposite of that. And they're trying to basically retain people. But as kind of like a caveat to that is, would you pay a lower subscription cost to get Disney Plus, but have ads included in it? These would be targeted ads pretty much to the kind of if it's a kid section or like the kids restrictions, like it would be kid targeted ads. And then for adults, I'm pretty sure it would probably be more of stuff that they probably have on Hulu or ESPN, stuff like that.
Okay.
But would you would you pay a lower cost but you had to have ads included in there for the cost, and the price of it I think it's like $7.99 if I believe a year. Yeah, seven.
And it's
So
what's
no, yep,
12.99.
$7.99 a year.
Was it 12.99 for the full membership? I mean the full version.
I think it. Well, see, I actually got in uh when they were had the like the kind of like invite, so it's like I paid
Okay.
like 3 years of it up front
Okay.
for $100 at that time. I
Okay.
think it was $100 or so. But yeah, but so as those plans start to expire, I'm pretty sure Disney sees that there'll be some churn
Yeah.
during that time period where people are going to be looking to leave, and but then it's like, hey, what if we gave it to you for $8? But you got to watch this targeted ad toward like for basically promoting our content.
I mean, me personally, I think I would just pay the full price. Me personally, I mean, it's tough, bro. Like it is so tough because it's like again, here we go. I get it. I get it. You want to make a a tiered system and stuff like that, but when you go from not having ads to go to having ads,
Yeah,
it's just it's I can't get with it. I cannot get with it. And then I do respect the fact that, like you were saying, if you're in a kid zone, you know what I mean? Like, they'll show kid based ads, you know what I mean? In adult zone, they'll show
yeah,
adult based ads, which is good because, like, you know, if you have Hulu and you didn't pay for that upgraded subscription, man, like, even if you're watching the kid show, you might see like a Friday the 13th type thing, or, you know what I mean? Something crazy, or
yeah,
whatever the newest,
yeah,
like, commercial or something that's coming out and freak your kids out. But anyway, nah, man. Like
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, like I wouldn't. I would personally just pay the little bit extra, but I definitely would see like for people that don't mind having an ad here or
hmm
there. Yeah, get into it, but like they're getting really strong on where they actually put the ad in that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like they be putting in like almost like cliffhangers. You
yeah,
know what I mean? You're like, oh man, like, dang, like you right to get to an excited scene and here's an ad. Like, you're like, oh my gosh, that's what irritates me. That's
yeah,
just how I feel about it. I'm like, I don't know, man. I might
yeah,
have to pay the extra bucks, but but like you say, I don't know what everybody else's is financial situation is. I respect them for bringing in the tier system, but me personally, I probably would just
yeah,
I'll probably just pay for the non-ad one as long as possible. Like, so.
yeah,
What about you, man? What you
yeah.
what do
No,
you
no,
think?
I'm with
What
you.
would you?
Yeah, I'm kind of. I mean, I'm definitely where you are when it comes to ads because I remember with like some family members when they pulled up like YouTube and like the first thing they like an ad pops up in the beginning and then the video goes I guess beyond a certain length, then another ad will pop up as well, and I was like, this how you've been living? Like
Yeah,
I haven't
right.
seen ads in so long on YouTube
Yeah,
that like it's like it was foreign to me to a degree.
right.
So yeah, so if it's not okay, so there's actually two parts to this. That if it's not heavily ad centered, then like
Hmm.
I would give it a try, depending on how it is. But the other part to that is don't limit the number of streams that I can have open. Like like if I have three now, or I think it's three, two or three, running
Hmm.
simultaneously. Like like let me keep that as because like as a household who only streams, like like the kids can be on two different devices watching something on Disney, and
Right.
then I want to go to watch it on the TV, and like like I might not be able to watch it if like like I'm just thinking of a Netflix example actually, but with what we have, we currently haven't run into that on our end. But
Hmm.
all I'm saying is, if you're going to do that, don't limit the number of streams you can, or if you're going to limit the number of streams, don't make it unreasonable. Like don't just make it just
Right.
only you can only stream on one device and that's
One
it.
device. Right. Yeah.
And but yeah, but hopefully, actually, I wouldn't mind if Netflix adopted something like this where because Netflix is almost pricing themselves to a point where you have to really consider how much value am I getting from this service at this point. And I think
Right.
Disney
Yeah.
is trying to hit that Goldilocks zone of cost versus time spent watching uh watch time spent watching ads on the service or platform. So they're in the as long as they don't hit us over the head with ads, probably won't be too bad. But if they decide to start, just like, like 5 minutes of a show playing, then it's like add, like, but
Right.
like just only have them come up at the end of a show or in between episodes.
Right. You know what else? You know what
Uh,
else kind of gets me though? As long as they don't actually repeat the ad every time they have an ad.
yes.
That
Yeah.
is the worst, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's like if you're gonna
Yes.
have an ad, it's okay if you have ads, but at least have different types of ads. Don't sit there and have the same ad every 5 minutes. Like you know what I mean? Like seriously,
Yes.
like come
Yeah.
on, bro. Like it's like come on, the same ad for
Yes.
real. Like you know what I mean? I'd rather you just give me like I know even with like using like the ESPN app sometimes. You know what I mean? They don't
Mhm.
even like really have ads. They just usually just says your broadcast is on a commercial break and they'll be back once it's finished. Like you know what I mean? So
Oh,
like I wouldn't mind that,
that's nice.
but yeah, like it's they play a boring hold music, but you know what I mean it is what it is. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's better than just seeing the same ad repeatedly, like every 5.5 minutes, like or 3.5 minutes. I don't know how the increments that they
Yeah.
put in there, but yeah, it's just it's better than that.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I get you on it, but yeah, no ads for me. Like knock on wood, hopefully, but
Yeah.
if I have to go down to that tier system, I'll eat my words. But the thing is, just like right now, yeah, I'm going to do without the ads.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm with you there. If I can stay ad free as long as possible, I'm I'm trying to stay in that ad free life. But I also like saving some money. So
Yeah, exactly.
somebody
Yeah.
if it's significantly less, then it's like, all right, hey kids, we're gonna have to have a scheduled time of when we're going to watch Disney, or
Right.
if Netflix decides to do something like that, like which they should. They
Right.
should consider that at this point, because like $20 is like you're getting to be just as much as regular cable at this point.
Yeah, man. It's like I said, when you sit and add up all these subscriptions that you have, man, you sit there and do it. You're like, you know what? Xfinity is not sounding too bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, or
Exactly.
whatever, you know what
Oh,
I mean? Or
yeah,
Fios or whatever, provider that you have in your area. You know what I mean? Like, it's not sounding too
yeah,
bad. Especially, at least I can get 2 years with that at the same consistent rate before they hike
exactly.
up on it.
Before they, yeah,
So, but yeah, so because it's coming. But it's like,
yeah, they come hit you over the head. Yep.
yeah, yeah. So.
But that was the other story that I had.
Mhm. Yeah,
So
so
I
I
know
have
you had
some.
another one in there.
Yeah, so I had some interesting things come up this week. So starting in April, right? Amazon, because we had conversations about Amazon before, it must be this additional $20, $30 that we are now going to be paying in our annual membership is now going to
Yeah,
allow them to have surveillance camera support on open network video interfaces. So basically, like the surveillance cameras for like businesses and stuff like that. You're allowed to actually tie in now to, or in April, starting in April, you'll be able to tie in now
yeah,
to the Ring app, and that's actually pretty cool because it's like I actually respect the Ring app. I like the Ring app. Like you know what I mean. I
yeah,
actually by having both the Google platform and having Ring, I actually like the Ring subscription. I like the Ring app, better a little bit. Like, I love the fact that, you can actually, set up zones and stuff like that. And you can do that on the Google one as well. Don't get me wrong. But I'm
hmm,
saying like, this one, they're now expanding it to businesses and stuff like that. So if you think about that,
yeah,
that's like a game changer. Think about like the residential neighborhoods and stuff like, apartment complexes and condos and stuff like that. If you
yeah,
tied those into it, people now can get quick notifications and actually, like protect their neighborhood better. Like, you know what I mean? And
yeah,
and inform neighbors about certain things. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's like I know for a fact with the Ring app, you know what I mean? It would tell me certain things that's going around in the neighborhood. Like, oh, somebody got their car broken into, or
yeah,
there's a missing dog, there's a missing cat. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. You know what I mean? Missing cows.
yeah,
I know I said that
yeah.
bad earlier.
That was a funny one.
That
That
was
was a
funny.
funny one.
If Ring
I've
notification
not
came
seen
up,
that
guys, and
before.
said it was a missing cow that got out,
Yeah,
and they were talking about his missing cow down here in the Carolinas. So I was like, wow, I'm really that blew my mind because it was like I had immediately set the table on, and I was like, yo, this is what
yeah.
I got to do with not really crime. It's a missing cow. A cow got
Just
out,
runaway cows. Like
running loose, running
I'm
loose, beef
like
on
to
the
me that
run.
like yeah. To me, if you got if you're a person with the deep freezer, like that's considered breakfast, lunch, and dinner at that point.
That's a
So,
lot of beef right there, bro. That's a lot of beef. Beef got
but yeah,
out.
no, yeah. But that's actually
Now,
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, no, no. So I think from what I'm understanding though, you need to have the Ring. They're getting you a little bit because you need to have the Ring subscription app to the full version of the subscription app. So you need to have
Hmm.
that. Also have that the Ring Protect subscription, which is like
Okay.
almost like the alarm system or something tied to it,
Yes.
and you can have to do it. Yeah. So looks like you have to have that tied to it, but I still think it's a cool thing. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I was just saying, if I was like, head of a apartment complex or something like that, you know what I mean? I think I will probably do it, to be honest with you, because I can get live notifications on my properties. You know what I mean? I can jump into each one of the cameras, and I don't actually physically have to be in front of a security platform. Like, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
You could be more proactive than reactive. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so instead of you like, oh well, say something, Lord forbid, but like say something happened on the property, somebody got their car, broken into or something like that. Instead of you finding out like, oh man, that's unfortunate. Now I got to go all the way into the leasing office or wherever I have my security system, go view footage and stuff like that. You would already have footage of it already, already notifications coming to your phone already. You know what I mean? Tied
Yeah.
into your system. So like, I think it's good, and I think it's a good thing for people to do. The only bad
Yeah.
thing I think is kind of risky is because now everybody's putting you're gonna put your eggs in one basket. Like, you know what I mean? Like now, big time hackers would be like, all right, now I just gotta just hack the Ring network, and now I got access to all types of
Yeah.
cameras. You know what I mean? Not just residential cameras. We're talking about warehouse cameras and all this other
Yeah.
type of stuff. Like so. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know Amazon and AWS and all that other type of stuff. I know they're super strong and they're probably thought about all that type of stuff. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Dealing with the stuff that we deal with nowadays in today's time, it's not
Yeah.
impossible. It can happen.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah. And it's funny that because when you brought this story up, I actually have a family member who just moved into a new house, and they
okay.
actually got that pack. Well, not this package. Actually, one of my suggestions for him was to actually ask the builder when they come out to show him how to use the existing camera system that's in the home, is to see if it's Ring compatible. And
Okay.
then you actually just the next day you actually told me about this story. So hopefully he has like something like this that's compatible, because for the cost of having Ring compared to like like other home alarm systems,
Hmm.
it's like the pros of having a Ring is like it's it outweighs pretty much anything that you can get that's out there on the market now,
Right,
as
right.
far as the monthly subscription fee, because the monthly subscription fees for some of these systems where you have Ring, you set up your own Ring account or Ring
Hmm.
sensors throughout your house, and you can pay either what is it 12 or I think it's 10 or twelve
I think it's
dollars a
10.
month.
I think it's 10. Yeah,
Yeah,
10 it
or
is.
or $100 for the year,
Right.
and
Flat
and
rate.
then you
Yeah, and
flat rate,
yeah.
and then that covers your cameras and doorbells and all of that for that flat rate. But yeah, but this is nice to actually see that they're kind of like partnering up with some other entities and utilizing those systems as well, so that way hopefully you can catch crime faster than
Yeah, no, for sure.
or
You know what I
in
mean?
almost in real time.
No, yeah, I think, and that's why I feel like that's going to be more of the benefit of it. You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
people genuinely care, like, you know what I mean. I'm just saying, like, I applaud Amazon for even extending that out to the cameras. You know what I mean? And if we could just get these competitors in there and get on board with one another, because I would love to have one app to control all my smart devices. You know
Yes.
what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
just like,
Actually, let's start with Amazon. Amazon, they could fix that in house between Blink and Ring,
Blink.
and
Oh
like
yeah,
like
yeah.
just fold the Blink cameras into the Ring app, or whichever way. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Or
whichever
new
way.
app.
Yeah, hey, just do it. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah, because I have like like the Ring security cameras, but then I have the Ring security system and then Blink
hmm
cameras, and the two totally different apps. Whereas if I had Ring cameras, then everything would just be in one app. But Amazon owns Blink, but
yeah.
they
Let's say
kind
like
of
you own it. Like you own it.
yeah,
Like why not
yeah,
just do it?
kind of treat them as just like like it's just the so called like redheaded stepchild that's upstairs in the attic or something. So it's
Right.
like I know Blink is doing good by you, Amazon. So let's go ahead and see if you can
Interesting.
help them out and
Yeah,
just go ahead
exactly.
and put them all in the same place.
Right. Because the blink system is definitely cool. I do like the blink system. He
Yeah,
said, but it's just, I feel like I got every daggone ecosystem at this point, and
yeah,
it's a lot. You know what I mean? I'm getting notifications
yeah,
all the time, bro. It's crazy. You're like, Joe, oh, that was the doorbell. Oh, that was like, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
yeah.
Like, but
It's-
yeah, but like I said, if they could just tie them all into one, and I could just get one notification, then
that would
I'll
be,
be I'll be
yeah.
happy about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, or even if they're any third party people, vendors or somebody who can, I don't know, get the codes and make one unified app for us to just
Yeah,
be able to go to and view everything. Like that would be a step in the right direction.
no, for sure, for sure. I have one more
Yeah,
thing to bring up, buddy, because I
yeah, yeah.
remember you mentioned something about it, and I know it's going back probably to the beginning. You said something about Rivian earlier this week, right? What
Oh,
happened to Rivian?
yeah. So Rivian, for those who don't know, is another electrified automaker. Actually, they are part. Amazon has a big stake in them when it comes to their production, and I forget the car company
It's Ford.
who the Ford. Okay, so it's Amazon and Ford collaboration. So I guess everybody's they're going back to like the '90s mixtapes era now. So like, but it's with companies. Companies are mixing together, and
Yeah.
Rivian actually had pre-orders for like the last few months, and people built their trucks out to spec, and they already had a certain price point in mind, or it built it out to like, let's say like 50, or probably not 50, probably like 60, 70,000. Rivian actually sent those individuals messages earlier in the week, letting them know that the price of their orders have gone up significantly. We're talking probably 20 to 30,000 in some cases, where the expected order that you were receiving was 70,000 now over 100,000.
Wow.
So that actually caused a flood of cancellations on
As
the
well it
consumer's
should.
part. Yeah,
As well it
exactly. Yeah,
should.
yeah. Because this is what was said and what was supposed to be honored to us as well, not us because we didn't do it, but like like as the people who actually put in orders for it. And from what I hear, they said that rumor has it was probably about half of the pre-orders were canceled, and
Wow.
that caused Rivian to do a moonwalk, like Michael Jackson moonwalk. That's for the
Back that out.
if you're born in the early 2000s, you probably don't know what that reference is, but it's basically a man walking backwards who had a glittery glove, and so that's what Rivian did.
One of the
They
best
walked.
dancers in the world.
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
Hands down.
So Rivian walked it back and said for those individuals who canceled, and like, hey, wait a second, we made a mistake. Please come back. We'll honor the price that you initially settled for, or you initially created for the build of your truck, instead of having to go and buy an entry level truck, which is now at $100,000. But after that point, anybody who goes to purchase a Rivian truck, the entry starting point at this point is 98,000 or something like that. So basically,
So
100K.
so this is my take on that, right? You don't have a truck out. You know what I mean? Like your
Yeah,
truck is not out. Like you know what I mean? We've seen a couple people do YouTube reviews on it, and it's amazing truck. I actually agree with I like the design on it. I love like how it charges. I love the both they have an SUV and a pickup truck. I love the independent. Each motor has like each wheel has an independent motor on it, so you have four individual motors on it, not just two axle motors. Pushing
yeah,
both.
yes,
So far as traction and off road capabilities, this thing is like amazing, and it's silent.
yeah,
But I mean, for you to just come out the gate and start selling stuff at $100,000, you know what I mean? It's just like you immediately put yourself in a luxury line of things. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And it's like if you want a Rivian that bad, you literally have to be in that class to actually
yeah,
afford a Rivian. Like you know what I mean? Like if you want to have a place in this market, you know what I mean? I think that where you were at, as far as 60, $70,000, I think that was a good price point, right? You know what I mean? You think
Yeah.
about it because you would have been competing with, like, the Ford Lightning, maybe not the Platinum edition. I don't think it's the Platinum, but like one of the other ones, like the one of the tiers below, or something like that. You know what I mean? The Lariat or something like that. You would have been
Yeah.
priced close to that. But now when you're telling somebody like, okay, well, we're gonna go to $100,000 out the gate, like that just doesn't sound appetizing. Like now I was interested in your vehicle, and now I'm scratching that completely off the list. I didn't pre-order, you know what I mean? But it's
Yeah.
just saying, like, and then I know I'm just one person, but I'm just saying, like, like you're this pandemic is still not over, and people are still not working, and you're gonna come out with a
Yeah.
vehicle, and you think it's gonna fly at $100,000, starting at $100,000. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's a hard sell. It's already hard enough now where where food prices are going up, gas
Yeah.
prices are going up, everything's getting more expensive, but people are not making more money, and you want to
Yeah.
start selling stuff at higher prices. And it's like,
Yeah.
how are you going to sell it? You're going to wind up going out of business really quick. Like you're not
Real
going to sell as
quick.
many vehicles as you're saying.
Yes. Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. Definitely.
And then
My
and
advice
then
for
you have other
Rivian.
options. Yeah. Right. And then you
Yeah.
have other alternatives now. Like
You
I
have
mean,
other
like
options
you're late to the
that
game.
are
Like
there.
you know what I mean? Like so I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
That's
So I think Rivian doing this about face will, like, it's saving them some face, but I mean, ultimately, this is going to come down to these individuals who put in these pre-orders, and once they actually get their reviews up and they have their reports on it, like, like they've had one bad experience before they even receive the vehicle, and it's a major one because like
right.
you kind of like alienated their trust from the very beginning on this. So hopefully that won't impact the reviews that people have once they decide to put the truck up. But ultimately, this truck will live and die by the people who review it at this point,
Right.
because just like you said, it's not on the road. You don't have you don't have anybody like Ford isn't. They're not pushing this like how they are with, like, the Lightning
Hmm.
or any of their vehicles, at least not at this moment. Maybe they will at some point, but I'm pretty sure their first responsibility to them is we need to get the F1 Lightning
Right.
out to the masses
Out
first.
first before you.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
backed
Before
you, but
you.
we need to take your idea and then put it out
Yes.
before your
Yeah.
truck. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. So hopefully, like, like, see,
got the front and everything.
exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So, it's going to be really interesting come, I say, what, midsummer or fall, once we get a clear look at the field of electric EVs and see how everything kind of plays out.
Right. Right.
So,
Yeah. No, I'm with you on it, man. Like I said, it's just, it's a lot, man. It's like it's a lot that we see the way the future's going. You know what I mean? Especially everything's just going electric and stuff like that. Like that was funny. I went to Home Depot and I went to like Harbor Freight, and like majority of the tools in there now like are just battery operated, and like me and you were talking about it too, because it's like you were like now you have to read the fine print on it. It just says tool only. Like that's the
yeah.
big catch now. Like the
Yes,
tool
that's the
only.
big
You know what I
catch.
mean?
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? You're
Yeah.
like, what? What do you mean? Like, so I can't buy this tool, or I can't buy these devices and stuff out of the gate and be able to use them without having a charger and a battery, and you know what I mean? And that's an additional price already on top of a premium device that you're already charging just enough for the tool. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
what I mean? When you're telling me the tool is $200 and that's without a battery and a charger, and for me to go buy another battery and a charger, and the battery is about $160, and then you got to buy a charger, which is over $60-$70, you're like, whoa, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's just crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying the technology is not there, but it's crazy. You know what I mean? When the
Yeah.
gasoline one is still like $100, $200, $300 cheaper. Like, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what we just thank
And
Apple for that.
the reliability's still there with gasoline. You know what I mean? Sorry, it is what it
Yeah.
is. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. So, yeah, but hopefully hopefully with the more more companies that go that battery operated route, the
Hmm.
cost of batteries will start to come down, or even somebody else jumps into the game and starts making uh like other batteries for Ryobi or Cobalt tools, like batteries that like third party batteries, I would say.
Yeah, yeah.
That
Well, they have
that we
those.
would
They have a
purchase.
lot of those. Man. I don't know if you check on Amazon. They got a ton of those,
Oh,
man.
okay, okay.
And they even have
That's what I have to look
adapters
for.
now. They even have like adapters where,
Oh,
say, if
okay.
you have a Black and Decker, I'm just using
Mm.
that for example. Like, say if you have like a Black and Decker battery, like 18-volt battery and stuff. They actually have
Yeah.
adapters now that can actually go on top of the battery terminals and then convert it
Mm.
into like a Ryobi or DeWalt
Oh,
or something like, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, it's pretty interesting, man. It's crazy.
now
So
that I
yeah,
have to
it's
look.
like,
Okay, yeah,
yeah, you
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
look
But
that
we
up,
had to
man.
say that
It's
one.
pretty crazy.
Well, that might be a tips and tricks episode that we probably have to bring up later on because yeah, I didn't even know about that. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
man. Well, yeah, we had to bring that one up. Yeah, I definitely been, since moving down here, I've been buying so many more tools, and it's just like,
Yeah,
oh man, dang, I have this charger, but this doesn't work with this. So you know what I mean? But yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah. So yeah, we definitely have to bring that
yeah,
one up. So
yeah. We're going to bring them back up on. Maybe we'll do like a spring or summer cleanup because that's when we'll be like in full swing with like projects and all of that kind of stuff. So
right. Yeah.
take a look at it, maybe get something in it and review it and throw it up on here. But
Yeah.
but yeah, man.
Sounds good, brother.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I
but yeah.
appreciate you as always, brother. And
Same here, same here.
definitely,
And that's when
trying to feed the customers and a couple of knowledge. But yeah, man, I'm pretty sure like you're gonna say the same thing, man. Like you guys your comments are very important to us, and anything you guys want to know about, just let us know, and we'll research it, talk about it, and, bring it up, tell you our opinions on it. How we would use it if we would use it. So I'm down. I'm
yeah.
always down for that. So
No, definitely. Yeah, yeah. Just as Brother Dom stated, yeah, definitely go ahead and comment below. Let us know what you like about the show. If there's any topics that you want to hear us talk about more, or even something else that we might talk about in the past that you want us to revisit, just drop a like and also drop a comment. Let us know, and we'll be happy to go ahead and get some conversation started or do some updates in the future as well.
all
But
right.
yeah, but on that note, brother Dominic, I'm not gonna hold you up anymore. So I know everybody's winding down for the night, and I'm
Yeah,
about to go actually
got
grab me
got a
something to eat.
Lakers game to watch. It's very disappointing this year, but I'm still gonna watch anyway. It's important. Win, lose, or
Yeah,
draw.
hey, you know what? Yeah, actually, we have some other Lakers fans. I'm pretty sure we can have one here too. So maybe we'll do
Yeah,
so episode on Ode to LA and just wasn't we'll just talk about the season. We'll do just like another episode on like sports stuff at that point, and once things start ramping down for basketball, and then F1 will be ramping up at the same time. So
yep. Excited.
yeah. All right, brother Dom,
All
you
right,
go and
bro.
enjoy your night, man. And
You
you
too,
have a
man.
good night,
Enjoy it.
man.
Have a good weekend. All right, you too.
Thank you. You too.
All right, later.
Later.